We're back with our daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel for Sunday, September 14th. Only a couple more Sundays left in the MLB season, of course, as we are down the path to the MLB postseason. But again, today we've got all 30 teams playing in the MLB, and we have found our 5 best bets for the slate. We've been a little rough sledding recently, so looking to get back on the right track of sorts today. Now, folks, before we get to the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. We also have got our NFL predictions and NFL Best Bets and player props out on the channel. Of course, week 2 of the NFL season is today. Make sure to go check out all of our content for the NFL. That is linked in the description down below. And make sure to go check out Greedo Plays MMA later today, our Contender Series predictions for Dana White's Contender Series week number 6. Okay, on to the first of our 5 best bets today for the MLB, kicking things off with the Washington Nationals best bet. They play at 8:30 in the morning today, or 11:30 over there in DC. So we're taking Nats money line. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking the Nationals here. We've taken them last legitimately 3 days with money lines, which I get this is a very, April thing of me to do, or April thing of me to do. No, just keep spamming Nationals money line. Trust me, there is a method behind this madness today, okay? Cade Cavalli's going on the mound. Cade Cavalli's going against this garbage lineup known as the Pittsburgh Pirates. Guys, yesterday the Nationals should have beat the Pirates, okay? And I shouldn't be getting this worked up about a September baseball game. It's 1-0. Andrew Alvarez, what a start to his career, by the way. The lefty for the Nationals. He gives them 6 really good innings. He outduels Bubba Chandler because who scores in the bottom of the 6th inning? Dylan Cruz scores, and Robert Hassel knocked him in as well. But the Nats, Bubba Chandler had a perfect game until the 6th inning where Dylan Cruz ripped a single 100-plus miles an hour off the bat into left field, and then RH3 hit him in. Nats take a 1-0 lead into the 8th inning, and Cole Henry, who, let's just be honest, has been horrible recently, has bases loaded, 1 out. He gets a pop-out of, I think it was Nick Gonzalez, right? Yeah, he pops out Nick Gonzalez. Here comes Andrew McCutchen, who's 0 for 4 in this game, and McCutchen rips one to right field, scoring 2 runners. Eventually, Nats give up 5. They lose the game 5-1. So it's been the exact opposite of what we've gone at the Pittsburgh Pirates for, being just an atrocious, clutch, base-hitting team. Because, let's just be honest, that's what the Pirates are. They are a horrible clutch team. They do not show up when the moment actually matters. And they did yesterday. It is what it is. It is what it is. It happens. But I will tell you what won't happen today, and that's the Pirates showing up when it matters 2 nights in a row. Okay? It just won't. Cade Cavalli goes tonight for the Washington Nationals. That's my guy, Cade. He's bounced back in a big way, right? Cavalli struggled against the New York Yankees. He struggled some in a start against the Philadelphia Phillies. But honestly, Cavalli's been really good except for that Yankees start. 4.67 ERA, sure. It's because he gave up 8 runs in 2 innings once. Every other start for Cavalli's been actually really good. So, and he gets the Pirates. The worst lineup in baseball, other than maybe the Rockies, the Cincinnati Reds, who just can't strike out yesterday, but it is what it is. They still lose. I hate the Reds, man. I hate that team. Cavalli should pitch pretty well today. And going for the Pirates is Mike Burrows. Okay, here's the thing about Mike Burrows. Really good ERA, doesn't go more than 5 innings ever. He doesn't. ERA in September so far for Mike Burrows, he's pitched 7 innings, given up 1 run. That equates to a 1.29 ERA in the month of August. 20 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 12 runs, 5.23 ERA. But he's been much better in his last 5 outings against the Cubs, Rockies, Red Sox, Dodgers, and the Baltimore Orioles. But again, he's not going to go more than 4 or 5 innings. So even if we do get into trouble, okay, well, I don't expect the Pirates to score off of Cade Cavalli that much. Maybe 1 run max. And okay, if Mike Burrows shuts down the Nats, which I actually don't think it's going to happen, just considering how badly the Nationals have shown up at the plate the last 4 days. I think they've probably Sunday early game. I know they've played horribly in day games all year long, but I think they can win this one. I think they can get going on Mike Burrows early in this game. So I'd be surprised if they don't find success. But even if they don't, okay, well, here comes the Pirates bullpen, which, again, cannot continue to pitch this well. Okay. I'm taking the Nationals here. I know, again, this is the definition of meaningless baseball because the Pirates are 65-84 and the Nationals are 61-87. I love being a Washington Nationals fan. And also, guys, I think this is important because we talk about this team every single day and will tomorrow when they host the Atlanta Braves. The Nationals, unfortunately, guys, I have to report the Washington Nationals have been eliminated from playoff contention in 2025. No! Oh, it's been 6 years. I thought this was our year, man, because as much as the Mets have been losing, I was like, oh, maybe we can catch up to the Metropolitans. Nope. The Nationals are eliminated 61-87, and it doesn't even seem likely that they're going to reach their, 71 win mark like they always do. I don't think they're going to get there this season. How are we regressing? How are we regressing? And I got to see, like the MLB pages post that Washington Nationals have been officially eliminated from the postseason in 2025. And all the comments are either A, oh, their young core is great, which it is, but let's just not talk about the fact our record regresses now. And 2, oh, look at their devil magic Mickey Mouse World Series run in 2019. I mean, is this actually a thing? Is that what other fan bases think of us? Because I genuinely don't know, right? I mean, I don't know what I don't know what a Kansas City Royals fan thinks of the Washington Nationals. Like, are we really just that team that sold our soul, I guess, for 2019? And is it considered a fluke? Because you know what? MLB fan bases should be grateful for us, all right? If the Nationals don't win that World Series in 2019, the Astros go back-to-back off the trash cans, the buzzer scandal, and baseball's ruined. They take the scrap of metal that Manfred said it was back-to-back seasons. So, fan bases should be grateful for us, man. It's just a shame of what Mark Lerner has done to this franchise. I mean, and I keep saying it. We're just right there. Legitimately, I believe we are right there. The pieces on this team, I don't know, I think Abrams, Wood, Lyle, Cruz, House, that's a really great foundation. Can we just get some free agents around them? I notice how I did not mention Luis Garcia out of that bunch. Luis Garcia statistically has been the worst defensive second baseman in baseball this season. Love the guy, but I don't know if Luis has a spot on this team in 2026. And no, for as much as I love Nasim Nunez, that doesn't mean Nasim's starting every single day. That means you find a shortstop right now. Oh, what happened to Abrams? Yeah, we need to move Abrams to second, guys. He's not very good defensively either. Made another error yesterday in that Pittsburgh game. He's a second baseman. We need to get a shortstop to be the bridge between, now and Eli Willits. I hate being a Nationals fan. Josiah Gray's apparently coming back maybe for one start at the end of the year. I can get pumped for that. We will be here for our ace, kind of ace. But it's okay. Nats are 61-87 and keep on losing. But no, today's going to be different though. All right, Cade Cavalli is going to come through. Our second best bet of the video, going from my horrible team to my former favorite player, Bryce Harper. Still love the guy. Just my favorite player can't be a Philly. And I made that decision in 2019, obviously. Thank you, by the way, Max Scherzer, for filling the void I needed. Now Dylan Cruz, obviously. Bryce Harper, over 1.5 total bags today against the Kansas City Royals. Bryce Harper is really good at baseball. I mean, I don't know what else to say, okay? He doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's probably going to hit 30. I don't know if he's going to get to 30. I hope he gets to 30 home runs. He'll finish as around a 270 hitter. And now I know yesterday he did not go over the 1.5 total bag mark. It is what it is, right? It was a win over the Kansas City Royals. Can we talk about how well the Phillies are playing too? They're out without Zach Wheeler. I still think they're winning the World Series. Look at how the Dodgers bullpen's not good enough for them to win the entire thing. I think the Phillies are winning the entire thing. Whatever, we'll see. We'll get to that obviously in October. No, I'm not cheering for the Phillies. I'm cheering for Harper, Schwarber, and Turner is what I'm doing. I couldn't care less who wins the World Series, legitimately. It just is as long as it's not the Dodgers and the Mets, I really don't care. Okay. Yes, my hate for the Dodgers and Padres actually. The Padres are definitely included in that too. I don't want to see any of those teams win. Bryce Harper is really good at baseball, right? And I know the talk of the Philadelphia Phillies has been Kyle Schwarber, obviously, because Schwarber yesterday hits his 51st home run in the season. It's insane what Schwarber's been doing this year. But I'm going to go with Harper today. Now, Bryce hit a home run on Friday's game against Kansas City and Wednesday's game against the New York Metropolitans. I don't know if he goes yard today, but I do definitely think we're going to get multiple hits against a good pitcher for Kansas City, but a good opportunity for Bryce. Noah Cameron's pitching today for the Kansas City Royals. This is a lefty with a 3 ERA this season, but a lefty that's going to give up hits. He's just going to. Now, that's kind of Noah Cameron's thing. Like, he can really deal with guys on base. He can work around it. He can find ways around it. I don't really care about that. I just need Bryce Harper to get on base a couple times today. And recently, though, it's been kind of tough for Noah Cameron. Last start wasn't bad at all against the Cleveland Guardians, but only went 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs against the Angels, and then a really bad start in late August against the Chicago White Sox, 5 innings, 8 hits, and 6 runs. Now, the Phillies are basically booting the Kansas City Royals from any playoff discussion. I know they kind of did that to themselves prior to getting to the bank, but KC now 7 games out the playoffs. It's over for them, right? By the way, the Rangers have won 6 straight, and they're still 2 games back. It's insane. Somehow the Guardians still have kind of pace as well. I'll talk about the weirdness and the madness that gets the postseason hunt in just a few minutes. I'll have something that's going to blow your mind in a second. Harper should be able to get on base, though, against Noah Cameron. Oh, it's lefty-lefty. Don't care. Harper's too good. You know, Harper is good enough for that. Bryce was on a run, man. I mean, I think it was 10 games, Bryce had reached safely, or at least gotten a hit in 9 out of those 10 games. Yesterday, he doesn't. You know, he walks twice in 5 plate appearances, but the other 3, obviously, does not get a base knock. Harper's been hitting very well. If it wasn't for the injury this season, we'd probably be talking about a 40 home run year for Bryce Harper. Yeah, I mean, probably, you know, the best since his MVP year. Definitely, yes, it's 15. I mean, we would be having some real conversations about just how great this guy is. He's great, but if Harper never got injured this year, my goodness. I mean, we're talking about some all-time stuff again out of Bryce, who's 32 and still going to be very effective for the rest of his career. I mean, future, obviously, 500 club in terms of home runs. Potentially 3,000 hit club. Probably. We'll see. Bryce says he wants to play till he's like 45, so he'll definitely get it if that's the case. Please come back to DC when you're 40, Bryce. Please, I know your contract's up when you're 38, I think 39. Please come back to DC for your retirement years. I'm not kidding. I would not miss a game. Not on television because I watch all of them anyway. I would go to every game if Bryce came back. I would shed tears of happiness if that ever happened. Harper should dominate the Noah Cameron matchup, though. Again, lefty-lefty, but Noah Cameron's very hittable. Not a strikeout pitcher at all for the most part. I know he had 8 strikeouts against Cleveland. Look at what he did in the month of August. Everything's pitch to contact. You give Bryce Harper a pitch to contact guy, he's going to unload on it. He's going to mash on it. So I think this is a good spot for us. Bryce Harper over 1.5 total bags. Yes, I go to Bryce Harper more than pretty much every other position player just because I'm very familiar with Bryce, obviously. Like, I still, even though he's not on my favorite team anymore, I keep track of what Harper does every single day. Again, a very good hitter. 14th best OPS in baseball, 858. He doesn't get the credit he deserves for being an elite bat every single day. And the guy who I think is probably going to lead Philadelphia to the World Series this year. Yeah, Schwarber's been great. Just wait till you get to October baseball in the bank and see who takes over. Okay. Bryce Harper, though, today, over 1.5 total bases at home at Citizens Bank Park against the Kansas City Royals. We move on now to our third best bet of the video. We go to our second money line if you include the Nationals. So this is the stat that's going to blow your mind about the playoffs right now. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 2 games out of the postseason. Yeah. So right now, Mets versus Giants versus Reds is who wants it the least. I can't believe the Diamondbacks might sneak into this thing. We know for a fact the Reds aren't getting in. They suck. Giants is still my guess, honestly. Like, if I had to pick Giants, Mets, or even D-backs, I'm probably going San Francisco. I know they lost to the Dodgers yesterday, but that's the Dodgers. I know they still have to go to LA next weekend. The Giants are probably still my pick. Arizona's right there now. Surprisingly, they are. They are right in the thick of things. Even though they've won 2 out their last 6 games. How is this a thing? Wait, how are they only 2 games back? Oh, I'll tell you why. Mets keep losing, Reds keep losing, Giants are 50-50, D-backs win yesterday. Oh, here we go. Diamondbacks win yesterday 5-2, and now there is serious discussion in the desert that, oh, wait, the Snakes might get into the playoffs in 2025 after selling Eugenio Suarez, after selling Josh Naylor, after Lourdes Gurriel goes out with injury. Oh, wait, we're going to go to the postseason? What? Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to. There is a possibility. So here's the thing. If I'm Arizona and you have a chance to reach back to 500 today, you thought you were out of it completely. By the way, the Marlins are still now only 6 games out on their 4-game winning streak, even though there's not enough time for Miami. If you're Arizona, you now have a new lease on life. You are all of a sudden back into it. and you were playing a AAA roster today, AAA lineup in the Minnesota Twins, I mean, you better win today. Guys, Bailey Ober's not a good pitcher in 2025. He hasn't been. Oh, his last start wasn't bad against the Royals. Okay, don't care. ERA was 4.6 in August, 9 in June. He hasn't been good recently. So disregard that Royals start where he was good at Kauffman Stadium. Look what he does against the Chicago White Sox. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs. Blue Jays, 5 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs. Is the Diamondbacks bullpen still absolutely atrocious? Oh, 100% it is. It is awful. I think they're able to get on Ober early to the point where that bullpen is going to have a lot of run support, and they will, and hopefully we don't have to go into extra innings like they did yesterday, where eventually they ended up winning it in the 10th. Nabil Crismatt goes for Arizona today. I know his run has ended a little bit because he had a bad outing in San Francisco against the Giants in which he went 4 innings, 6 hits, and 4 runs. But as a whole, though, Crismatt's got an ERA of 3.24. Who on this Minnesota lineup is going to hurt us? Buxton? Keyshaw? That's it. Oh, Royce Lewis hits the occasional home run. Cody Clemens, potentially. I'm not concerned. And it's not like Arizona's batting some juggernaut right now. They're not. Besides Perdomo, Marte, Carroll, Moreno, it's not great, and we don't get the powers that be at Chase Field. Just like magical stuff goes down in that building that I don't understand. All of a sudden, Jake McCarthy turns into Superman. Alec Thomas, every ball he hits is in a gap, and he gets to every ball in the outfield. Trust me, I'm scarred from watching baseball games at Chase Field. Nothing right ever happens there. But the Arizona Diamondbacks all of a sudden find themselves 2 games out of the postseason. And oh, by the way, the Giants walk into Arizona tomorrow. They have a tough schedule, don't get me wrong. Giants, Phils, Dodgers, Padres, but all 3 of those series are in Arizona. The Phillies one's going to be tough. They're playing great ball. But remember the last time Philly had to go down to Arizona when it actually mattered? Well, for the Diamondbacks, this doesn't matter for the Phillies right now. Yeah, Arizona sent the series back to Philadelphia and eventually won the NLCS, right? Actually, no, I need to correct myself there. Philly went up 3-2 in Arizona. I don't like the Phillies at all, and I still am shocked they didn't win that series and didn't win the World Series that year. Just they would have beat the Rangers. I don't know. I feel bad for Bryce sometimes. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, if you're Arizona, okay, well we get San Francisco, Philly, LA, San Diego next. We have to beat Minnesota tonight. Have to. The Twins aren't good. Nobody's telling me otherwise. Bailey Ober is not good. Oh, he's 6'9". He's tall. Great. He's extremely hittable. And against the answer backs, don't like that. I don't. I'm taking the D-backs here. I know they've been actually not been playing good baseball recently. But all of a sudden, because the Mets keep losing, and even if you're the D-backs and you win 3 games out your last 7, well, the Mets have lost every single day. You've gained 3 games on the Mets, right? Everyone is gaining games on the Mets. Technically, guys, the Pittsburgh Pirates, who sit at 65 and 84, they're still in the playoff race as of now, because the Mets keep on losing. Will the Mets lose today? I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, right? It's Jacob Latz and Nolan McLean today. The Mets will probably win one, but who knows? I hope they lose. Today, though, we're going to Arizona Diamondbacks money line. I don't know why it's at plus money. Can someone explain to me that? I'm hoping I'm not falling into Vegas' trap, but if it is, we've fallen into it. Let's move on to our 4th best bet of the video. It's our NRFI. Guys, the Cincinnati Reds can do nothing right ever for us, so hopefully today they can do us one by not scoring in the first inning, okay? I cannot describe to you how much I dislike the Cincinnati Reds. There's a lot of teams I've just gotten frustrated with over the course of the season. I just don't like. And obviously, there's the teams that I just don't like in general, just as a fan of the Washington Nationals and just a fan of the sport. I hate the Mets, I hate the Dodgers, I hate the Padres. I don't like the Braves at all. I don't like the Phillies, but I like the players on the team. Well, 3 of them, because they used to play on my team. Whatever. I hate the Reds. Just for the sole purpose of the fact that they do nothing right for us. They strike out 6 times in 4 innings to JT Ginn 2 nights ago, and then yesterday they strike out 3 times to Severino. And I was saying, okay, at least maybe they'll win the game, and we'll get salvage. They'll salvage us there. No, they lose 11-5 in Sacramento. How are you a playoff team? How are you a team that's trying to, you are right there? You have the tiebreaker over the Mets. You are essentially a half game back, and the Mets have gifted you the opportunity to get back into the season, and you can't win a single game in Sacramento. You suck. You're horrible. Your bullpen sucks. I don't care what anybody says. No, their bullpen's horrible. Why? Guys, I don't want to, this is a NRFI bet. Why does Graham Ashcraft have a job? I swear, guys, every time I've ever watched a Cincinnati Reds game, Graham Ashcraft is the worst pitcher I've ever seen. I don't watch the Reds every single day, so obviously I know there's days where he's good. I've never watched Graham Ashcraft go onto the field and not give up runs. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen it. Hunter Green, he's been great this season. He goes to Sacramento, gets mauled. Yeah, you suck. Nick Martinez. Why does Nick Martinez still pitch for a Major League Baseball team? I don't like the Reds at all, and I'm saying this. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You have the most unclutch hitting team ever. Nobody on your team can hit. Mlb Martinez run. Okay, he's still great. Ellie, guys. Why? I remember there was a discussion who's better, Ellie De La Cruz or CJ Abrams. It's not close. Ellie's not good. He's a lazy defender. He swings at pitches that aren't even close to the strike zone. And yes, he throws hard, and every once in a while he'll close his eyes and send a missile into right field. Other than that, he's not good. Tyler Stevenson can hit the ball fairly well. I'll give him credit. Like, that's the guy, like I've said it all time in and time out this year. Every time I watch the Reds, Tyler Stevenson's doing something. Hit a big home run to get them back in the game yesterday. Tied the game at 5-5. They lose 5-11. Anyways, no runs in the first inning today. I think it's going to hit. Pitchers are going to be Nick Lodolo and Luis Morales. I like lefties against the A's because you're going to get a lefty-lefty matchup with Lawrence Butler, who has reestablished himself as the leadoff hitter for this team because he's been hitting fairly well for Sacramento. So good on Law Dog. I like Butler quite a bit. And you're also going to get the lefty-lefty matchup with Nick Lodolo and Nick Kurtz. Just meaning, okay, we just got to get by a Shea Langeliers or potentially a Brent Rooker matchup in the 4 spot or even a Jacob Wilson matchup in the 5 spot. I think Lodolo is going to be okay. He's been a pretty solid pitcher this season with a 3.1 ERA. Hasn't been going deep into start since his 9-inning shutout against the Washington Nationals. Obviously, he had an injury in there. I think we're going to be okay, though. Luis Morales is pitching for the Athletics. Really horrible start last time out against the Red Sox. And when I mean horrible, I mean horrible. Got blown up pretty early in that game, continued, and just it did not go well for him throughout the course of that game. Gave up 5 earned runs. He was spectacular prior to that, posting a 1.59 ERA, but that Red Sox game wasn't good. That doesn't matter to me because it's not like the Reds are going to take advantage. Who's going to get hits off of Luis Morales in the first inning? Because if they do, oh, am I going to be pissed? They've done nothing right for us the last 2 days, and all of a sudden, they're gonna score in the first inning? They're not going to. Okay, I've watched this team too much over the last couple days play Sacramento, not actually going to the games, but just watching it. I mean, they are horrible. I'm telling you. I watch the Reds, and I know my team sucks, but I watch the Cincinnati Reds, and I'm like, why isn't my team 500 and right there in the postseason chase too? Because how did the Reds get here? I know they had their big run to start the year and whatnot in the middle of the year or early part of the year. Oh my goodness, they are so bad. And I'm telling you, Graham Ashcraft is the worst pitcher I've ever watched. He's so bad since AJ Cole. Back on the Nationals 2018, weird shout there. Oh my God, that guy pissed me off too. I don't get it. The Reds are bad. Luis Morales should be able to get 3 outs, and Nick Lodolo should be able to get 3 outs as well. Give me the NRFI from West Sacramento, California at Center Health Park, -110. Again, for our 4th best bet of the video. And our final best bet of the video, okay, this is the 3rd time we've done this all year long. So we are, I believe we're 2-0, taking -150s this year. I remember one on like the back of my hand, Angels Marlins in Anaheim. We had Angels money line at -150. I'm trying to remember the other -150 I had. We may have lost that one. I'm not sure. I will never give you a -150 unless I am the most confident. That's a horrible usage of the English language. I would not give you a -150 unless I was so confident with the bet. I'm very confident about the Boston Red Sox beating the New York Yankees tonight. I am. There is one guy I do not bet against for the Red Sox, and that's Garrett Crochet. When Crochet's on the mound, it's pretty much an automatic win because that's just what he does. Even in starts where he's bad, like look at the Guardians start, gave up 7 runs in 6 innings. Oh, his team gets some run support. Guys, Crochet barely loses. Since June, Garrett Crochet, or the Red Sox have lost 3 games with Garrett Crochet pitching, 2 of which he pitched 7 innings and gave up either 0 or 1 run. The only loss that's legitimately on him was back on August 11th in Houston against the Astros, where he gave up 5 runs in 4 innings. Other than that, the Red Sox have won every single game in which Crochet has pitched, and that includes 3 victories over the Yankees. June 7th in the Bronx, 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs. His team still wins. 8 1/3 next time out at Fenway. 8 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run. And 7 strikeouts. His team wins 2-1 in the 10th. And back on the 23rd in the Bronx, we had Red Sox money line, and it was a sweat-free bet. Sox win 12-1. Garrett Crochet, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 11 Ks. So tonight, Sunday Night Baseball, obviously, it's ESPN. They don't know that there's more than 8 teams in the MLB, because the same 8 teams always show up on Sunday Night Baseball. They are the Boston Red Sox, the New York Yankees, the Philadelphia Phillies, the New York Mets, the San Francisco Giants, the Chicago Cubs, and it's about Los Angeles Dodgers. Those are the 7 Padres. Those are the 8 teams in baseball that exist. I'm so serious. They don't know that another team exists in the MLB. The Nationals, guys, we have had 2 ESPN games since we won the World Series. 2. Little League World Series 2023 and opening night 2020 against the New York Yankees. I know my team sucks. But really? We've got 2. I think. Maybe we had one more. Did we have one more? We might have had one in 2021. I don't think we did. That's my point. I don't care. Again, Nationals, they suck. I get that. Guys, there have been... When do the Tigers get their Sunday Night Baseball games? They get like 2 a year. And you have Tarek Screwball on that team. When do the Arizona Diamondbacks get on Sunday Night Baseball? They're fun. When do the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim get on Sunday Night Baseball? Mike Trout's on that team. Again, my point being, though, like, when did they put Paul Skeens on Sunday night this year? Or the Pirates? Oh, they don't know when Skeens is going to pitch. I don't care. Keep guessing until you get it right. Anyways, Sunday Night Baseball ran over, and that's why we're all watching J.J. McCarthy tonight on Sunday Night Football. Because J.J. McCarthy's that guy. But I think Garrett Crochet is going to dominate the Yankees tonight. I know the Yankees have been playing pretty decent baseball, right? They were on a 3-game winning streak, right? They have not lost since Trump went into the locker room or went into the clubhouse, right? By the way, very random, guys. I watched that whole interaction with Trump and the Yankees, and again, that's what you expect. Obviously, he shakes Aaron Judge's hand and whatnot as a classic Trump. This is a huge dude. The one thing that caught me off guard, just Trump, like, is Trump boys with Anthony Volpe? Because, like, all right, like, he has his, like, customary, like, talk with everybody. He talks to Goldschmidt, has a word with Ahmed Rosario. But it's all about baseball. And then he gets to Volpe and says, "How's your golf game?" I think Volpe has played golf with him before, but it's just so random. Like, of all players, like, Volpe gets the non-baseball conversation. Actually, I think I know why. Because how's the president going to talk to a 200 hitter and a guy who's a negative defender? So, of course, he's got to ask him about his golf game because he knows his baseball game sucks. Anyways, enough Anthony Volpe slander. The Red Sox should be able to win this game, guys. Boston's lost the first 2 in this Yankee series at home. They're due for one. Will Warren's pitching for the Yankees, and he hasn't been bad, don't get me wrong. I'm telling you, though, it's just a different game when Garrett Crochet pitches. It's a 100% different game. And Boston right now, I mean, you're a game and a half behind New York. There is a slight chance the Red Sox could fall out. The way the Rangers are playing, they only have 2 games on Texas right now. They are tied with the Houston Astros for the final wildcard spot, and they're 2.5 behind the Yankees. So these games really matter for Boston, and they need a game like this for Garrett Crochet, or they need a great game tonight at Garrett Crochet to get them out the chopping block for now. I believe Crochet is going to have a great night. I think the Red Sox are going to win. Again, I would never do this unless I felt the most confident about it, and I do. I think Crochet is going to give us 7 innings of probably 1 run or 0 run baseball, and that should be plenty enough for the Red Sox to win the baseball game. So yes, we're playing the juice here, minus 150, but we're going to take it. Minus 150 for the Sox to win on Sunday Night Baseball. And folks, thank y'all for watching our MLB Best Bets for September 14th. If you have not yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you did this great thing with the picks. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.